Redfield Arts Audio.
The Story of Edgar Allan Poe by Sherwin, Cody. I sometimes feel that I've known and loved the work of Edgar Allan Poe all my life. Poe's work has a way of sticking with you. Its imagery indelible. I'm not really sure when exactly or what exactly introduced me to Poe's work. Was it one of the film adaptations that Roger Corman made in the 1960s and starred Vincent Price that I caught on television as a kid? That may have been it. Or was it Mrs. Lee, my fifth-grade teacher at Glenmount Elementary, who read The Raven aloud to our class many years ago? Maybe that was it. But I know that it wasn't until I was an adult and making films that the life of Poe began to capture my interest and imagination. The Story of Edgar Allan Poe was originally written and published by Sherwin Cody in 1889. It was designed to introduce Edgar Allan Poe to young readers, and the slim volume was included in a 4-volume collection called Four Famous American Writers: Washington Irving, Edgar Allan Poe, James Russell Lowell, Bayard Taylor. For those who are new to the life and works of Poe, this is a wonderful primer, a wonderful introduction to his remarkable life and remarkable work that lives on. I have taken the liberty to do some gentle editing and revising of the original text, especially in those instances where new biographical information has come to light since the book's first publication. I've also included several readings of Poe's poems that were not in the original text. It's welcome, to my way of thinking, to hear Poe's work spoken aloud when Sherwin Cody, the author, mentions it in this brief biography. Enjoy this introductory biography of the American master poet, editor, critic, and storyteller Edgar Allan Poe. My hope is that you'll be encouraged to read his works, be inspired to read other fuller biographies of this great artist, and possibly be inspired to create something wonderful of your own, be it a drawing, a short film, or a poem. Mark Redfield, Baltimore. The Artist in Words. Who has not felt the weird fascination of Poe's strangely beautiful poem, The Raven? Perhaps on some stormy evening you have read it until the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain has thrilled you, filled you with fantastic terrors never felt before. That poem is the almost perfect mirror of the life of the man who wrote it, the most brilliant poetic genius in the whole range of American literature, the most unfortunate and unhappy. Poe had a singular fate. When Longfellow and Bryant and Lowell and Holmes were winning their way to fame quietly and steadily, Poe was writing wonderful poems and wonderful stories, and, more than that, he was inventing new principles and new artistic methods on which other great writers in time to come should build their finest work. Yet he barely escaped starvation, and the critics made it appear that, compared with such men as Longfellow and Bryant, he was more notorious than really great. Lowell, in his Fable for Critics, said, "There comes Poe, 3/5 of him genius, and 2/5 sheer fudge." But now, many years after his death, we see how great a man Poe was. Poe invented the modern art of short story writing. His tales were translated into French by a famous writer named Charles Baudelaire. Other French writers saw how fine they were, and modeled their work upon them. They learned the art of short story writing from Poe. Then these French stories were translated into English and American writers have imitated them and adopted similar methods of writing. Conan Doyle's detective stories would probably never have been written had not Poe first composed The Murders in the Rue Morgue, and the stories of horror and fear so common today are possible because Poe wrote William Wilson, The Black Cat.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?